All right, I just want to shoot a quick video. The topic of this video is why I have become a bum, essentially, and basically go through some numbers and go through some of my insights on just life in general. So I think right now I'm going through like a weird phase. I'm 33, and if you look at history and whatever, and what most people go after when they're 33, I guess they'd have like a family, a wife and kids. The wife picket fence, like Simpsons, pretty much the Simpsons lifestyle, I guess. However, I feel like I'm so distant from that, and it's weird the reality I'm living. Despite like me following like the most quote unquote straightforward path to get there, but I guess like I didn't realize I was doing things differently than other people. But mainly like just going to college and playing video games and stuff. Like I felt like I was actually ahead, but and I am ahead, but it's like weird because I'm learning about the world rather than just like mindlessly jumping into it. And that's kind of like making me think about a lot of stuff. So, one thing I'm realizing now is that in order for me to have a family, it's actually like more detrimental as I like gain net worth and stuff. So, it's like if I make a lot of money, then that just means my spouse can probably take more, unless she also has like uh, the same or similar like levels of income. If she has more or similar levels of income, then she's like probably going to be way older than me. And yeah, and I guess that's just a problem because I don't know. I want like and any man wants to like a young like fit woman to like have offspring with, I guess. Uh so yeah, basically like United States here, it's kind of off limits. I mean, I don't even want to go into it, but basically feminism central over here, and pretty much. And I mean, I remember stories like even from, or I remember even like when I was in college. This is like more than 10 years ago, and I would just like be in the classroom and thinking like, oh, maybe I can like uh, have some of these girls be interested in me. And then I just like look to my left, and it's like this classroom is like full of girls, and I just like look at them like thinking like, hey, maybe one of them will like look back at me, and it's pretty much just like pure every single girl just looking straight at the teacher, like doesn't even like I don't know, I like literally must have been looking weird. Like you would figure they would look at me because I'm looking at them, but no, they're just like super hyper focused onto the teacher, and and then like from that moment on, I just realized like, man, this isn't like this isn't adding up. Like I feel like felt like there would be like more of like a connection or something, but uh yeah, there wasn't. Like pretty much feminism is just making girls literally focus on their career, which is actually kind of a good thing because if they can actually make as much money as like me, then I'd be kind of more interested in dating them, but I still wouldn't be interested in having kids with them. So it's so weird. It's very like interesting dynamics. And then even if like you take somebody like Jeff Bezos or whatever, and he has like a crap ton of net worth, and it's no different than like a poor like Filipino guy also getting like uh also being in a relationship. Like they can pretty much have the equal number of kids because well, I mean Jeff Bezos can probably have more, but it's really like you just cut the net worths and stuff in half. So it's like Jeff Bezos has like a million or a billion, that goes down to like whatever half a billion is. And if like some poor like person from Africa or something has a kid, it's like usually the laws are still like, okay, whatever his net worth is, just cut that in half. So so it's very weird. It's almost like, okay, if you're gonna have kids and you don't want your life to suck and you actually want to enjoy your money and enjoy what you've worked hard for, then pretty much just don't have kids, or have kids like towards the end of life because when you die, it's like whatever, you can't really like take that money, or maybe you could like put your money in a trust or something like that, or you could just have a surrogacy, and or I don't know, but or I was thinking like, oh, maybe if I have like kids in like Dominican Republic, I think the laws are different there, but even in Colombia, the legal system is the same. Cut your net worth in half. Even in Philippines, it's the same. It just pretty much cuts your net worth in half. So it's like there is no escape. Like pretty much around the world, people have voted into law to always give the woman like super supreme power, or not always the woman, you can't put it that way, but whoever's like the lesser earner, which is almost certainly always a woman, like she is always gonna take half. So it's like insane. Like I don't understand why every place in the world is like this. The only place I can like imagine that would be different would be like the Middle East, like like Qatar and stuff like that. Like that's about it. Like this Middle East area, they have their legal system actually good, where you can have like multiple wives, and if you get divorced and stuff, they don't take your stuff. Like it's just so insane. I mean, maybe it's different if they have like child care or if you have children or whatever with them, but it's so weird because pretty much all of this area, all of Europe, pretty much, and I think even Russia, like it's all the same. It's all the same. All of the South America, pretty much, minus maybe Dominican Republic. I don't know if it's the laws are even different there, but I've heard like the legal structure is slightly different. But even if the legal structure is different, it's like putting way too much emphasis on this one little tiny island, and um, I don't know. It just doesn't feel good to me. And even girls from there would be dying to like go back to United or live in the United States, or just have like some opportunity somewhere else. They don't want to be on that tiny little island. And then if you think of Japan and stuff, it's like okay, you can't even enter Japan because you're a foreigner. They'll yeah, I don't even need to go into it. China is like probably kind of the same way. Although I just can't imagine starting a life in China. I might be incorrect. I would like to travel to China. India, I don't know. It's the same thing. Same thing. So pretty much I'm not going to have kids or have a surrogacy, I guess. I don't know. So strange to think about, but I also don't want to work my whole life. Like, I don't know. It just seems so silly to me. Like I was thinking about this, and it's like, really, you need to get permission from other people to do things. And it's like, I want to have like a negotiation about this, but it's like you can't negotiate like the legal structure. You can only like stare at it and just be like, oh, is that what it is? Okay, just don't cross that line. And that's pretty much what I feel like I'm doing right now. And it's like, it's just so different because if the laws were different, if the laws mimicked what they were like, I don't know, 1,000 years ago, it would be way easier to have kids. And that's what people did. And it's like they didn't have to worry about this stuff, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe I just sacrifice my wealth and just have a kid because that's like the normal nice thing to do, I guess. I don't know. Or find a girl who makes more money than me, I guess. I don't know. I think it's like good not to stress so much about it and just like let life happen or play out as it happens and not try to be like all super analytical and stuff about stuff. But it's interesting, yeah. Because I was thinking like, oh, for the longest time, like I remember I put a dating on it, like changed my dating app. I was using like OkCupid, and I like put my dating app in different places, and like uh, and I put myself in Portugal and like Russia and all these European countries. I didn't get much responses. Obviously, you can't put it in Africa because it's not set up there. I put it in Colombia. I got some good responses, and then pretty much in the United States, I know how that goes. I mean, I can get some action, I guess, but it's not as high caliber people. Uh, Thailand, I got a lot of hits, and also Malaysia, Indonesia, a lot of hits. But like some of these hits are like, I don't know. It's weird. It's like there is the interest really there. Like I don't think women are actually interested in. It's weird. It's just like I don't know. I feel like it's like some Disney fairy tale is like being stripped into like a weird reality of like some dark like horror movie. And it's like I don't know. I just don't think even if I meet like a girl in one of these countries that they seem like interested in me, they're probably just looking at me like Mr. Moneybags or whatever. And then for the countries that don't get look at me like that, it's because I'm not Mr. Moneybags because the relative like money I have, the girls there it's like sense I'm just so it's like pretty much all everywhere all girls only care about money. And it's funny because like I hear a lot of people I tell them I'm traveling to different countries and dating girls in other countries, they're like, "Oh, you need to be careful. They're only after you for money." It's like, holy crap, the whole world's after me for my money. Like that's just like a natural state of things. I don't know. Obviously, I don't like have that much money, but it's just like I don't know. Like if it's not money, then it's like other things. It's like how good looking I am, how funny I am, how like I don't know. And it's like I just don't have the energy for that stuff. It's just like not me. Like I don't want to like cut my hair and like I just like to grow my hair out right now. And honestly, it's like I don't know. It's refreshing in some ways. I just feel like I don't want to be like everybody else. So that's why I'm making this video. It's just like to tell you guys, tell whoever is watching this, like how weird life is. And like, I was thinking I should travel to the Philippines and stuff, but now I'm just like, why bother? The legal system is the same over there as it is in Colombia. So I might as well just go back to Colombia. I mean, go there if I want, and just have fun, I guess. But there's really not much point. Um, the plane tickets are just more, and I don't know. I really want to like unplug. So right now I'm thinking like I wrote a list here, or I wrote on my board here. I don't have too much battery left, but like pretty much I just wrote like I don't know if you can see that well, but like the cost of plane tickets and like where I could have kids and stuff. And then I also wrote like how much money I would be like spending if I had kids and like assuming I would have to pay everything with a girl from the Philippines and stuff. And like grocery bills. And then earlier, besides this on this board, I also wrote like how much money it would be just to like not have kids and just try to enjoy life and I don't know, like go visit like national parks and stuff like that, and just travel America or like travel the world and stuff. And it's so weird. It's like so much goes into it, like taxes and like what would happen if I could like gain the unemployment system or have like multiple jobs or like how to really unplug from a remote dev job. And like life is weird. Like I'm noticing my dev job now is a lot different than another dev job I've had or have or whatever. So it's like one is like super easy where the other one's like super stressful, and they like both paid the same pretty much. So uh, life is weird. Like you just have to go exploring. I guess this is the moral of the story, and just enjoy the ride and not stress about anything. Like any worry or stress is just get rid of it. That's kind of the realizations I'm coming to. So yeah, so this is my life, and I'm just kind of stuck in Massachusetts right now, trying to make as much money as I can and enjoy life. And I think I'm doing that. It's nice to, I guess, unplug from traveling and just feel like I can like get back into video games and just like I don't know, like not care too much about anything, I guess, and just take life as it comes, like one step at a time. So anyway, that's all I want to say in this video. I know my battery is running out, so thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Bye.